top 5 and really got a shot this year at definitely touching the playoffs. It's a 4th-year thing for me. Lincoln Riley, 4th year here, returning 9 on offense, 7 on defense. Last year, not too good, 7-6. He did struggle in travel, as I said, which stuff like that is a work in progress. He might be able to fix that thing. But Jaden Maava, not a fan. Not a fan of Jaden Maava. USC could always pull together some receivers, some running backs, some people that can get the job done. But the defense, they did address it with the DC that they have. Was this his 2nd year? Is also, I think it's his 2nd year or 3rd year.
Yep, 2nd year.
His 2nd year here. A lot of these guys come up with great systems, and it's only a matter of time before another offense starts weakening that system. So he's only got so long to be great as a DC with USC without getting the recruits that they want and need. Even though they had a good recruiting class, being a Californian, I don't see the impact of our local athletes going to USC as they supposed to, as they've always done in the success of USC. So I don't know about that right there, but I think Lincoln Riley, because some of those games last year for USC, they were either in it in the first half or, fighting for it in the second half. Returning a lot of people from the same squad, quality coach like Lincoln Riley, I think Lincoln Riley will never have a great defense, but the DC that he put in place, I think can hold the job down, maybe good enough, like I said, to get them to the playoffs. Maybe I say 9-10 wins, 9-10 wins, really to get in the playoffs in the Big Ten. It's going to take 10, maybe plus, but I can't say 11 wins with USC. It just won't come out of my mouth. But maybe 10 wins for USC, man. I'm high on USC this year. I'm dogs on USC. I want it. Give me the smoke. What you think, Moose?
Muted.
Sorry, the car horns were going off. I had to mute myself. I am not a fan of Lincoln Riley. I think the test of a true coach is how they play on the road and how they play against better competition. Lincoln Riley, as a head coach at USC, 8-7 on the road against top 25 teams. He is 4-9. So those are two things that I really don't like. I also hate how he's handled this whole quarterback situation. When he brought in Jaden Maavia, he was basically saying, like, I'm going to give you the starting reins, but he already had Miller Moss. So it's like, okay, you're bringing in Maivea, who's going to be essentially your quarterback, but you already had a quarterback. You already hyped up as your quarterback, and now he's not your quarterback, and now you're going to Maivea. And so you'd think, okay, Maivea is going to be the quarterback this year. No. He's going to bring in Sam Heward, who is Brock Heward's, I believe he is related to him, if not his kid. He is the number 2 quarterback prospect, and he was brought in, and they were essentially put into a quarterback competition. One of the things that has been talked about in the coaches' interviews way back in spring was that Lincoln Riley was talking about some of the decision making that Maavea has. He has struggled with a lot of his decision making, and it's like he's essentially evaluating his mental fortitude. The other thing I really, really don't like about Lincoln Riley is when you have him in big moments. If you remember the USC Stanford game when they were having the championship game and they were driving into the red zone, and he did this weird little shovel, like reverse shovel pass. He will be too cute in big moments because he thinks he's going to outsmart the defensive coordinator. And all those things are just factors that lead me to believe he is just not a very good head coach. He's a really good offensive mind. He is a really good developer of offenses. But when it comes time to actual decision-making, I am not a fan of his decision-making. And again, he is going to be calling plays on the offense. He will be the offensive coordinator and the head coach. And I'm just not a fan. I do not like USC this year. I am not sure they even get above 6 wins. I think this is one of those teams that, yes, they're always talented. You look at last year with their running back situation, nothing happened. They all left. I'm not a USC fan. I don't think they're going to be that good this year. As much talent is on the team, I just don't see a very good football team.
$100 million down the drain?
I think he's way too overpaid, way overhyped. I think that he is
all those air miles too, man. They're adding up on that private jet, man.
Yeah.
The house over there overlooking the ocean. Shoot.
They bought him his house. They got him access to private jets, whatever his family needs in the SoCal area. They got. Yeah, guys, I like both of you guys' takes because this was a team going into this. I have USC currently sitting. You know what? I'm going to put them ahead of Michigan in my power rankings. I'm going to have them at 9. I'm going to have Michigan at 10. I think USC can win 7 or 8 ball games this year, which is an improvement from last year. I think they can win 8 games realistically. They grabbed the number 1 JUCO running back in the country. This kid can move. He's very quick between the tackles, but also he played at the junior college level. This is the Big Ten football. This is the big boys right here. It's going to be a big step up in competition. You know, this is my big thing is the key returners right here, guys, Mekhi Lemon and Jacoby Lane, man. These are 2 of not just the top 10 receivers in the Big Ten, but the nation, one of the better duos in the country. It's just who's going to throw them the ball here. Jaden Maeva, we know he can sling it, but I question his decision-making. He enters year 2 in this offense, really year 1 being the QB1 going into this year. I do expect him to start this year. They return their defensive edge Cam Fountain, who enters year 2. Played a lot as a true freshman last year as well. Bring back Red Shirt Junior Kamari Ramsey, who they got from UCLA a couple years ago. That was D'Anton Lynn's guy. He's pretty much the captain in that secondary. Middle linebacker Eric Gentry returns from injury, who's one of the most versatile linebackers in the Big Ten. USC did recruit their ass off this last offseason. They got a lot of true freshmen coming in to this season, 4 or 5-star guys that could be ready to play now. But I mean, Lincoln Riley, man, you paid this guy this much money. I mean, it's national championship or it's Big Ten championship or bust. I should say national championship, but I'm going to say Big Ten championship or bust for them. I think anything short of that, I don't know if you could really fire Lincoln Riley because you owe him so much money. But at the same time, it's just when you have the kind of resources that USC has, guys, the kind of boosters that they have, the investors in their program, the guys that go there that want to invest in the program, it's going to be hard to continue to invest in Lincoln Riley because I do think he's one of the best play callers we've ever seen in college football. This guy knows how to run an offense, and I think that's where his job is. This guy could call plays probably in the NFL too, but this guy is a play caller. I don't know about a head coach. It's tough to do both things at once, as Moose mentioned, but I do think that this USC team is too talented not to win 8 games this year. I had them at about 8-4. I could see them at 7-5 or 9-3 though. It's going to be interesting to see when they play against teams like UCLA and Northwestern, Notre Dame, teams like that are kind of question marks. I have them as loss against Notre Dame, but it's going to be an interesting season for USC. Lincoln Riley, he has a lot to prove for this fan base, in my eyes at least. Any fan tells you that he doesn't, then they're just in denial because this team has put a lot of money into this program to do win 7 games last year. It's kind of crazy. It's going to be interesting to see USC, but I do think they take a step forward this year because you can't really take a step back. I mean, if you take a step back, this guy's fired immediately. If he doesn't win 7 games, he's fired. But I do think he can win 8 or 9 games.
Hey, thanks for the confidence in Notre Dame beating USC. I really appreciate that. Even though one of my favorite, if I had to make I didn't make no future college bets, future game bets, but USC plus 7.5 versus Notre Dame.
Is that what it is right now? They already have that?
At one point in time, that's what it was rumored to be, but I would take that 7.5.
I think I would take that 7.5 too, but
exactly.